Yeah.
Okay, right. So what we can do, we can go to this content hub, right? And I will click on this status, right? And I'll uncheck all and click on install, right? I have installed almost 15 solutions, right? What all 15 solutions are like, see, first one is the Azure activity, right? So when I click on this, right, the Azure activity solution for Microsoft Sentinel enables you to ingest Azure activity, administrative, security, service health, alert, recommendation, policy, auto scale, and resource health logs using diagnostic settings into Microsoft Sentinel, right? How many data connectors associated with this? One. How many workbooks are there? One. How many analytic rules are there? 12. How many hunting queries are there? 14. Right? So, how you get to know about like this is Azure activity is required to be installed in my environment, right? How did you know about that? Right? So if you are working in your Azure cloud environment, right, you need to monitor each and every activity, Azure activity, right? Azure itself is a cloud, and activity means each and every activities you want, means whether it is the creation of virtual machine, whether is someone trying to access the virtual machine, right? If there are some other resource accounts, right, and anyone is trying to navigate those resources, right? So these type of logs must be what I can say needs to be captured by the Azure Sentinel, right? So some this is already happening in the background, but how it is coming to this my Microsoft Sentinel, right? You need to install this Azure activity in your environment, right? So for installing this, what you need to do, right? You need to go to this Azure activity, right? Here, in place of manage, right, it will show you install, right? Here you can find out that yes, analytic rules associated with this and law data connectors, hunting query, right? Once you install this environment, this will get enabled, right? It means 13 analytic rules will get enabled, one data connectors will get enabled, right? 14 hunting query will enable, and workbook will also show the result, right? So this is how we need to find out the solution. So for example, I am using AWS, right? AWS environment, Amazon Web Services. So I want to install Amazon Web Services environment in my Sentinel. So what I should do? What I should do?
Go to AWS.
Where from where I should go to AWS?
Is it in the this one like status? Status or
In the search only, I guess we have to search like, yeah,
Yes, right.
yeah.
I have here. I have changed this. I will change the status to all.
yeah,
All right.
then apply it. Yes,
So
and then
means your content hub is the key here, right? Whatever type of resources are deployed by the client, right? First of all, what you need to do whenever you're working as a security analyst, right? You need to understand the client environment. Means what are the resources are deployed by the client, whether it is an Azure, whether it is an AWS, whether it is employing Cisco, right? So these are certain cloud platforms or see Microsoft Defender. These are the applications or these are the sources from where logs can be generated, right? These are the sources from the, if these are the sources which are already deployed by the and client, from these resources logs must come to your Microsoft Sentinel so that it can be seen in the incident threat management, right? Just a moment, let me save this. right? So that logs from these sources must come to your a Microsoft Sentinel so that you can start investigating those logs in the form of incident from here, right? So what you need to do, first of all, you need to find out what are the solutions that are deployed by the client, so that you can find it from the content hub. You analyze that, the suppose for example they have the client has the AWS cloud services, right? So what you need to do, you need to click on this, right? AWS web services. What you see here, you read about this Amazon Web Service Solution Microsoft Sentinel, right? Allows you to enable security monitoring for Azure services by allowing ingestion of logs from the AWS Cloud Trial Platform, WPC, Flow Logs, and Azure Guard Duty and Azure CloudWatch, right? So these are the certain facilities which are provided by the Azure AWS Cloud, right? And these are the sources from where the logs will get ingested into the Microsoft Sentinel, right? For that purpose, they have designed 36 hunting query, 56 analytic rule, two workbooks, and the data connectors, two data connectors, right? So see here, you can say that it is showing the same information, right? And pricing is free, right? Microsoft has removed any charges, but it will charge only the log ingestion, right? So what I'll do, I'll just click on install, right? It will take some time to install this solution into our Azure Sentinel, right? Once you install all the solution which is required by you from here, right? You can see where you can find the solution. You can find the solution in data connector, where it is content management. Wait. See, it is installed, right? Now see here, from in place of install, it becomes manage, right? Now what you can do, you go to configurations, right? Go to data connectors, right? Here, whatever solutions that you are installed, it is getting reflected over here. See, Amazon Web Services. Previously, it was not there. Web Service S3, right? So, whatever solutions you are installing, right, you will get marked. You will get marked on Content Hub as installed, right? And in data connectors, this is considered to be the log source. Means from these log sources, you will start getting the logs, right? If you open the connector page, right? If you have permissions, see, it is showing that to integrate Amazon permission, workspace need right permission. So I have the right permissions and it is marked as in green, right? Now, for example, I am writing it as a what is a place your AWS role on here, right? On here, right? It means that it will be provided by the AWS vendor, right? This is your Microsoft ID, right? And here you need to provide a connection for that particular for AWS, right? For Amazon. So that this will be provided by the client, means that a client will provide you this, right? This will be as a connection, right? And you will, if you click on add, that will be added over here, and your Amazon Web Services data connector will start functioning and start ingesting the log into the Microsoft Sentinel in the in this section. All right, is it clear to you?
Yeah.
How process goes, what is the flow control? Means once you deploy the Sentinel, right, you check for the solution from content hub. You need to analyze the client environment, right? Means what type of services deployed by the client, right? Whatever services deployed by the client, right, you need to prepare a document which says that these are the services, right? And you need to install these type of services in your Azure Sentinel so that the logs will start getting ingested into your Sentinel, right? Is it clear, Yamini?
Yes, Bharat.
Right? So Content Hub is your library, right? Where you can find out all the solutions, right? For example, I want to go, let me go to this provider, right? These are the vendors, right? Let me uncheck it, right? See, these are the vendors, means these are the security solution provider companies: 1Password, 42 Crunch, Abnormal Security, AI Shield, Akamai, right? These are the vendors that are supported by Microsoft Sentinel, from where the logs can be ingested easily, right? For that purpose, we see, whenever you are working with the solutions, right? Whenever you are connecting some installing some solution, you need to design an SOP means standard operating procedures, right? For example, your customer is using SAP, right? So SAP data connector is not here, right? SAP solution is not given by the Microsoft, right? So what you need to do, you need to now the company is using the SAP module for maintaining their daily processes, means financing and all things is managed by the SAP, right? Now you want that this application data must be ingested to my Sentinel, so that I can monitor the logs from SAP also, right? So SAP provider is not there. So what you can do, you need to go for API connection, right? You need to the company will provide you the API, right? And API connection will help you to understand, to ingest the log from source to from SAP to your from SAP to your Microsoft Sentinel now, right? So see, I have not worked with SAP right at the moment. So what I need to do, I need to design an SOP, means the data connectors which are new for you, you need to give some standard operating procedure to your team, that this is how we are going to ingest the log from SAP. So what I need to write down, SAP log ingestion to Microsoft Sentinel, right? Monitor your log analysis monitor. See, Microsoft for SAP application. See, this is the documentation which is already given by the Microsoft, right? Now see, Microsoft Sentinel solution for SAP applications are data references. So for function available from SAP solution, this is the section describe the function, right? These are the function in Microsoft Sentinel log page to use your KQL queries listed under workspace function, right? SAP user agent. These are the table names which are given by the Microsoft Sentinel, right? SAP user agent assignment, get privilege, right? So for example, whenever you come across any kind of what we can say, the incident you want to investigate, right? So what's your basic step you need to do, right? You just go to logs, right? For example, you want to investigate the sign in logs, right? You don't know anything about that, what are the column names and all that, right? So let me change the time frame. For example, don't I'm doing just for the practice, right? What I'll do, I'll just type sign in logs, right? And just click on run, right? So by doing this, what you can get the idea, like, see, this is the time generated resource ID, operation name, version, category, result. and it all the fields will get displayed over here, right? Correct. Means now filtering of this log will become easy. So now you get all the fields name, all the columns name. Now I want to find out, means I just want to know the sign in logs of Rajshri, right? So this is the Rajshri, right? So I copy the Rajshri's name and column name is identity, right? So what I need to do, see, whenever you are typing logs, right? This is the sign in log is the table name, right? Just write enter and pipe symbol, and I will type where, right? I'm filtering where identity means this is the column name, identity. It has come. Contains means is equal to contains what is the username Rajshri, right? And just click on run. So whatever sign in activity is done by the Rajshri, right? It was captured over here. See, sorry. Right? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Right? This is how you can filter out. This is for only for sign in activities, right? So all the details will get. Now if you want to export this file into an Excel file or CSV file, so how I can do? Suppose client asked me to send all the sign in logs of Rajshri, right? I found all the sign in logs of the Rajshri of last 7 days, right? I want this information to be sent to client in the form of Excel file or a CSV file. So what I can do?
You can fetch the data and put it in the table like
How I can fetch the data?
we can see here, right? Like operation name and version and time generated.
Yes.
And yeah, and we can put it in the form which is provided, and then we can create an Excel and give
Is
it.
there any way to? Is there any way?
First, we can save and then convert, or I guess we can export also. There's the option of export.
Exactly. You need to export. I showed you in the recording if you have seen. What do you need to do? Click on export, click on CSV all columns, and just save it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saving it as a sign in logs. Sign in logs. Now in an email, you just need to send the attach this file and send it to the client. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So this is
Yes.
how you can export this is called the evidence. You are adding as a supporting document which conveys that this is the sign in logs, right? See, no one believes you whatever story that you are writing in the email, right? They want the proof. So this Excel file CSV file can be submitted as a proof for the sign in logs of the Rajshri for last 7 days, right? So for example, mm, I want sign in logs. I want the security alerts, right? I want security alert information. So what I'll do, first of all, what I need to do, I will type security alert, right? And just click on run, right? I didn't found anything, right? It means let me check on this. If we have security alert, see here it is security alert table. See, we don't have any security alert right now, right? Now I want to know that this is the table, right? This is the table from where security alert will come, right? Now I want to see all the columns of the security alert table, but I cannot see because there is no data. So what I'll do, I'll just go to Sentinel and I'll click over here. See, these are the columns of your security alert table, right? or in Google, if you type it like that, Microsoft table list, right? Okay, sorry. Log analytic monitors, right? Services. Not right now. Platform. Yes, this is the thing, right? See, if your data source is enter ID, so what type of table it contains? Sign in events, sign in logs, right? Audit logs, Azure activity, and Office activity. What is Office activity, right? Office activity is the log which contains the access of the file. Means suppose a user is trying to access certain file from your server, means it is accessing the document, it is accessing some exe file, it is deleting some file, right? So that comes under Office activity log, right? So let me type this Office activity in Azure Sentinel, right? Office activity. See, it is saying that it is says that Office activity table is already there in your, right? I just don't want to filter it right now. I'll just, what I can do, just run, right? We don't have any server deployed over here, right? That's why it is not showing me. But if you want that, if you want to find that what are the user who are accessing the files from your server, right? So for that purpose, you can search for the activity log. In activity logs, you will find all the logs related to the file access, whether it is deletion, whether it is update, everything will be captured by the Office activity log. It also contains the users who are doing that kind of activities in your environment, right? Suppose, for example, I want there was a SAP was there SAP. See, SAP it is not showing because the data connector is not installed, right? So whatever data connectors are getting installed, those data connectors logs and tables are getting reflected over here. For example, I want to find out the non-interactive sign-in logs. So it says that AAD non-interactive sign-in log is the table, right? Non-interactive sign-in log. See, it's here. Just click on that. Last 7 days, right? And run. Once you find any results, right? Once you find any results, you can get to know about all the column names, right? Now it becomes easy. You need to put the where clause, right? By adding pipeline and type where what you want to filter out means who are the, for example, user. I want to filter out based on the user identity. Right? The column name is identity, so just need to type where identity contains. Let me copy that.
So Bharat, every time it's gonna be same, like where identity contain this pattern, like this sequence is same or every time.
See, what I want the non-interactive sign-in logs of Bharat myself, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I am typing that,
Yeah.
right? So for example, your manager asked you to find out all the sign-in logs, right? All the sign-in logs in which the user access the Azure portal.
Yeah.
right? So
Mm.
what you, on what basis you will going to filter out? Is there anything here that based on that you can filter out? See, what I'm saying, you understand my question. I want the details of all the users who are accessing Azure portal.
Yeah.
So on what basis I can filter out the details?
Display.
First it will be the identity, like,
No,
um,
The alert rule.
no. It is saying in front of you, application display name you see.
Yeah, display name.
Application app display name, see.
Yeah, I already.
It is saying that app display name is Azure portal. So what I can do here, I just need to type where app display name contains Azure portal. Just copy that thing from here, paste it. You will get the users who are accessing the Azure portal. See, where is the user? See, this is the user who is accessing the Azure portal.
all right. Okay. Yeah,
If
got
you
it.
check the app display name, you will find only app display name over here,
Okay. Yeah.
right? So that's why I'm saying to you that whatever information you want to find, right? Whether it is your audit, suppose I want audit logs, right? I just click on this and first of all run it, right? See, these are the columns of audit logs. What it contains? It contains the operation name is add role number, role name, role, add member to role, right? What is result description? What other it is saying that resource group, right? Identity is also there, right? So suppose someone asks you that I want all the success audit roles. So what on what basis I can
Yeah. So
like,
result.
so here I can write down like where where result
Yeah. Okay.
contains success, right? And just run. So these are the audit logs which contains the result as a success,
Got it.
Yeah. 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 All right. Yes.
right?
Hmm.
So it, see why I'm teaching you. This will help in this. If you work in this way, you don't have to remember all the column names, right? This will help once you get all the column names by clicking the audit logs like this, right? Means you get all the column names from here. Now you just need to find. You just need to add the where clause, right? Where just type it like this, where identity is equal to Rajshri, contains Rajshri. So it will show you the audit logs of Rajshri, right? So in this audit log, what Rajshri performed, right? She performed started so user started password reset, right? User started password reset. Reset, and what is he saying that? Sorry, password reset operation, right? It is the user, right? What is the status? Success. Logged by authentication method, right? So this is how you can find out the logs and investigate it. Suppose you are using some specific application. Suppose you want to find out. Now I want to find out that uh, some users are trying to delete some files from the storage. So what you can, how you can find out that?
Some
First.
users are
Some users in your
yeah.
company, is trying to delete some files from the server.
New alert rule?
I just explained you that. There is a table name which maintains this record.
Where? Okay. Office activities. Where identity?
See,
Run.
every time column name will not be same,
Yeah, go to the run.
right?
Yeah.
With the run will help you to get all the details, all the columns, right? If you want to see the columns of office activity,
Mm-hmm.
type it here,
Then click it. Yeah.
office. Office activity.
There
See,
you go. Hmm.
these are the columns.
Mm.
Right? These are the, see what columns it contains. Hmm. AD group ID, right? AD target means where it is targeting. Account custom entity means which account is trying to do some activities on file, right? Actors, right? Add-on names. Application, app distribution mode, right? Application means what are the applications used. Attack ID, attack name, it is happening, then it will show that also, right? Chat name, chat thread ID, right? Client IP. Also, let me show you the file names, computers, right? Uh, File name will come under destination folder. See, can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Destination folders means destination file extension, destination file names, right? Destination URLs, destination mailbox owner names, owner IDs, right? These are the information that you can find out with the help of office activity. Suppose a user got the phishing email and downloaded some files, right? So that thing you can find out in here.
Mailbox.
Destination
Yeah.
mailbox ID, right? Mailbox account ID, owner, and right, strings contains the names of the files, right? Whether it is a exe file, it is a document file, PDF file, or JPG file, anything. These are the folder informations, right? And also custom IP custom entities means IP address will also be shown here, right? Login status, login time, log on user, display name, which user is trying to do this type of operations, right? These everything can be managed from this table, right? So you prepare the list of the table, right, from here. Okay, just tables, log management, right? Log management contains these tables. Sentinel contains these tables, right? uh, Search and active audit is contains these tables, right? Custom, just a moment. Okay. Right. See, so log management contains these many tables, right? You create a document today, right? List out the tables you are finding and what are the columns in that, right? See, I have prepared one list of table. I want you to work like this. Alright, to D drive, files, right? Log source, list of tables and attributes, right? Can you see the document? See, what is the table name? Table name is security alert. What are the column names? Means attributes. These are the attribute names. For security table, security incident. What are the column names it shows? See, this security alert table will contain a tenant ID, time generated, column names, huh? Display names, alert name, severity, description, provider name, vendor name, vendor ID. Everything is listed here. Similarly, there is security incident table, tenant ID, generated time, incident name, severity, everything is listed here. Usage also is a table name, right? What it contains, the computer then generated time, start time, day, end time, resource URLs, then data type, which type of data source used by that, right? Total batches. See, this will help you to understand the what are the list of tables, right? And what type of columns are used by that particular table, right? Once you get to know about the table information and what are the columns, it becomes easy for you to use the KQL queries to gather the information, to filter out the information, right? Filtering it is very easy. Once you get the column names, you just need to type table name, in next line add pipe symbol and type where. On what basis you want the use what basis you want to filter out, based on, for example, I want to you find the information of risky AD, risky user risk event, right? And I want to filter it out based on IP address. So what I'll do, I'll just add this table to Sentinel, right? Just a moment. Okay, this is the table and I will add this and I will click on run, right? It will show me all the columns over here, right? Or you can, if you want to know the columns, you can add the table name over here. It is not showing. So we have onboarded the log sources, right? Which doesn't contain this table, right? But whenever you are working in your corporate environment, right? It will you will get idea, means what type of tables use, how you want to, how you can investigate the user. See, whenever you go to this incident page, right? Just a moment. Okay, right. Whenever you go to incident page, right? Suppose you find this incident or mailbox incident, right? I'm clicking on full details, right? I will go to alert. I will click on event over here, right? Here you can see that what are the tables, which table here, how to get the table name, right? Alert event. Okay, no, table name, table information will not be here over here. In events or alerts, let me go to alerts. Yes, see what these logs contain in which table. It is in security alert table, right? Security alert table contains this log. Which log? Malicious inbox rule, right? So what I'll do, I'll just click on this. Now look at the column names over here. Display name is there, alert name is there, severity is there, right? Vendor name is there. Is there any can you find something related to user ID, username, or IP address? Right? Is your security
Is it
alert.
in the entities IP?
Yes. Yes, entities, right? So for entities will not open here, right? So what you can do? What you can do to get the entity information?
We can go back and
No, you don't have to go back. You just click expand this.
where is it?
If you expand this, you will get all the information of these columns in this format, right?
Okay.
Now see the entities column, right?
Yeah.
So who is the entity? ADLV, right?
Okay.
This is the username, right? You just now you got that the username was this one, right? This was the username. Now you got the identity, right?
Yeah.
You can find out the sign in logs where identity or user ID contains this. Just paste it like this. Now for example, let me copy this, right? I'll copy this name, and what it contains. Detect a suspicious inbox rule which attempt to delete or junk mailbox, right? Yeah, user was already listed here, see, right? And if in entity you can find out the username and IP addresses also, right? So now what you can check, once you get the username, or if you want to filter out from here, you can do that also, right? I will just add new query from I want to add new query, I just click on here, right? So I can navigate easily. So what I can do, I can write sign in logs, right? Just click on sign in logs, right? And last 7 days, run, right? Here you check that, is there any column where I can put my email address and find out? Yes, see here it is there. Alternate sign-in name. Alternate sign-in name contains the email address, right? So now what you need to do, you just need to go here and type pipe sign, where if sign-in logs are there, you will get the sign-in logs of, what is the column name? Alternate sign-in name.
Alternate sign.
Contains this was the username. If the sign-in logs of this user was there, you can, once I click on run, I will get the sign-in logs of this username. Means it's not related to sign-in logs, right? What it is saying that security alert. Let me check this. Control A, Control V, and we'll custom sign-in means April, August. This is September, no? 1st August to this. Apply the 2 months time frame, right? And run. See, I got all the security alerts. Now here you check that, is there any column where I can put the email ID and search search for the logs. Means let me check the time generated display name, right? Suppose I want suppose sometimes your manager may ask you to submit all the security alerts related to this malicious inbox sign-in rule, right? So you just copy this, you just go to here, press enter, which column name should I write?
Alert name.
Alert name, exactly. Where alert name contains this,
Microsoft, yeah.
right? And just run. So you will get all the security alerts with alert name as this, right? Correct. You just need to export it into CSV format, and attach into the email and send it to the client. Right?
Yeah.
So it's the time now. It's 1. Okay. So what I want you to do is that right now I'll give you 15 minutes. Right? This incident already investigated. This and this. Harsh, have you watched the recordings?
No, this week I've been super busy because the new job they are calling me
Okay.
back
Fine.
and forth, but I have to.
Fine. So
Yes, well.
Rajshri,
Yeah.
what you do, you take this incident, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And show how to investigate this incident to both of them, Yamini as well as
Before you give like a
Yamini as well as Harsh, right? How you are finding the information, how you are putting that information in that that format which I've sent you, right? I'm creating you as a host co-host so that you can share your screen also.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a kind of break that I'm giving to you, right?
Bharat, can you give me your password and everything?
Password I already given to you, no?
Just verify, please.
Yes, I'm sharing you the code.
But I just wanted to know, can I cancel the subscription now? Like
Yes,
only.
you can cancel now.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you.
Yamini, I didn't receive the code yet.
Yeah, now you will get. Yeah. You get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
23
23. Okay.
238266.
38266.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Done. Yeah.
So one of you can, Rashtra, you can share your screen, right? I'm creating you as a co-host, right? So that Harsh can also get some idea. Right?
I can't share my screen because I'm open it in a iMac.
Rashtra, can you share your screen now? See?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me just 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back in 10 minutes, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Okay.
we all have to do the same banana. Harsh,
No, Rajshri is going to
do the
explain us.
which one I have to do the first one? Yeah, high one.
No. Rajshri is going to explain us.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Is Rajshri there?
I think she's find it out.
Huh?
Rashri,
Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Can anyone give me meeting ID, please, if you have it?
Which meeting ID?
Which gave, yeah.
Meeting ID. Where can we see?
In the chat box.
Just a second. What you got?
Guys, can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if I share, can you see my screen, Microsoft Azure, this one?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, hold on. So what he has asked us to do is like, we need to find this one, right? We need to
Mhm.
fetch data from here, medium. So we click on medium. See, owner might be over there.
Yes.
Route
Right.
3 and status is new, yeah, here.
Mhm.
And severity, if we, is it like, high, medium, or low? So we can fetch data from here as well. Like if we need to see what incident number is this, so we can find it over here. Can you see this one here?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm giving you guys like true data or what, but yeah, this is what I understood. And then if we go to product name is this one, Microsoft Sentinel. So basically what all information is given over here. So we're gonna fetch data from here and put it in the Excel sheet what he said. So if we go to last updated time over here, can you see this one?
Yeah.
So they're gonna ask about this one and creation time as well. So we will put this one. And if we want to know full details, if we click on here, so we can see here malicious inbox rule, yeah. So we can see timeline, similar incident happened or not. We can click on alert. So alert name is this malicious inbox rule. What is status? Is it new or like is it old or how old is it? So we can fetch data from here as well. And it shows creation time over here. And what else? Contact on this side.
So like, why do we do this and what is the meaning? Because I haven't seen the last recording, so I'm not
This
sure.
is the Harsh, this is the way how we have to fill the incident form,
Okay.
This is the all information we have to I share you one I send it to you one documents which you have to fill it out and submit to your manager or whoever gonna ask you for
Okay.
that. You have to just fill this form, and this is the way how to find out all the information.
Yes,
Okay.
if any client is asking you like, what is the incident, when it happened, what is the severity level, where
Yeah.
I can find the, incident link. So can you see here on left hand side, there is an incident link, this one here. So
Yeah.
you can paste this link over there as well. So basically you are giving, client all the information, what you have, what was the ID, what was the alert name, what was the alert, what was the severity. And as Bharat mentioned, like if it is high severity level, we have to, give it the data information within half an hour, so we can fetch all the information over here. So yeah,
Oh,
when it was created, what was the time frame, and who was the owner, what was the IP address, and how it looked like, was it like malicious rule, like basically all the information we have to compile in a document like Excel. He showed us, right? And we just export the
yeah.
data and just email the client. And we can write the description as well, like what all incident happen, how we can do remediation steps, basically what we learned earlier, what are the remediation steps, so we can give like sort of compile it in a brief, what you call, in a document, and just attach an email and give it to client. That's it. So we can find over here like a lot of information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just put it, compile it and give it to client. That's it. And description, like what are the steps you're gonna follow, like is it MFA, or like what else you need, Bharat, he told you regarding remediation steps where you can
Yeah,
apply
yeah.
multi-factor authentication. What else was there? I forgot.
Was
uh,
immediate action.
yeah,
You have to fill in this box all the remediation steps, like what, how you cure and how you like immediate what you have to do, the like if there is any threat attack or anything, then you have to write it down how the what is the remediation steps, you have to write it down in this column, right?
did you get it, Harsh?
Yeah, like somewhat, but I
You
have to refer the
have to let me
last
send.
class recording.
Harsh, I send you one that incident form, how we fill up. Then you realize how to whatever Ashri gonna explain you, you will understand more easy.
Yeah,
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 next
I
week.
think
that's one.
Yeah, Yamini, you have that form, right? You can share
Yeah,
it
I
as
will
well.
send.
Yeah.
We actually we have this form in our cybersecurity. This group. I send
Yeah,
you Harsh. Yeah, 1 minute.
sure. I'll see. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Just open it and then whatever Ashri gonna explain you, you will understand more easy. I send it to you.
Yeah,
I think Yamini, you can explain as well.
No, no, but you explain. You explain very
You know,
well.
you know better. Yeah, you can explain it.
And yeah, one more thing. When you click on right hand side before you tell us owner names and everywhere, so there is a one thing you can find the IP address as well in the entities. When you
wait.
click on entities, there is a IP address you can see.
Mm,
Let me go back. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so incident.
That's inside. When you go down, yeah, yeah, click on it. Yeah, there you can see the IP address.
mm, where is it?
Why is it not showing?
On top, yeah, that one.
Wait.
Mhm.
So usually it is here, over here, entity.
Over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it will tell you like IP address as well. But
Let me share you guys in a group. Yeah, 1 minute. I already opened and I send it to you. You can see in a entity. I will 1 minute.
But the document I'm trying to open, but it's not. It's just loading from so long.
what document? But Yamini shared.
Yeah.
1 minute. I send it to you.
Harsh, can you
Yes.
see here?
See?
What?
Here,
Yeah, the IP
and
address.
can you see the IP address over here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can find IP address, you just
Yes.
paste it and give it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why this Word document is not. Yeah, it opened. Okay, so plan, action, and recommendation, date, time.
We have to fill out this form today, na?
We have to fill out.
Yeah, he gave us assignment, me and Rashri both. That high one and the last one is a medium one.
Yeah, he gave us assignment last week, so we couldn't finish it. That's what he was saying. Like, you
Yeah.
can finish it today. Yeah. So
Yeah.
can you see, Harsh? Do you get the form which Yami sent, and you can just fetch data or like information from here?
And if you want to move full information, then when you go to the down, there is a view full the details. Click on it,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and then you get
There.
the all the information. And then Rashi, the rest
Mm.
of the we want to find it out like a user's name and all
Oh,
those.
here we click
How
on
we
alerts. We click on alerts, and then
hmm.
here
Hmm.
For
you will.
For Harsh, I send it to you right now. That form, incident form. Have to find it out and how we have to fill out the all the information. यही हमको लास्ट में भरत ने लास्ट टाइम सिखाया था। और जो जो यस और दूसरी बात ये कि हमको काम क्या करना है ना, बस ये इंसिडेंट रिपोर्ट्स कैसे फिल करके कैसे भेजना है यही हमको सिखाया था, राइट राशि?
Yeah. Yes.
This is the main thing we have to work on it.
upon it.
Yeah.
So Harsh, if you see here, I clicked.
Rashi, for example, I
Hmm,
want to find the incident priorities, a P1, P2, P3, P4. How you find out?
yeah, he said, "Na, we have to write P1, P2." Yeah, that question I asked him last time. He said we have to write it like P1, P2.
Hmm.
Yeah, the same question I asked him last time.
Mm-hmm. So for P1 and P2 is for like um is for severity, yeah? Is how high and
Yeah.
medium, right? So if it's
Yes.
like if it's high, then we have to choose P1.
Yeah. Then we have to choose. Yeah, P1.
P1. Oh,
Like for critical, that is a critical incident,
yes.
right? Which require immediate action. So if it is high, because it is like we need to take immediate action, attention. So yeah, we'll choose P1.
So we have to fill like when we are doing the assignment for a high one, then we have to choose the P1, and then when we are doing in the medium one, the third one, we have to choose
Mm.
P3, right?
Yeah, P3 because it's moderate. What I think is, but if you want more,
Oh,
I don't know, like yeah, more to ask Bharat.
no,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, what I think is P1, P2 is for high and P3 is for moderate. So, but let's clarify with Bharat as well.
बिकॉज ये इसमें थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ी हो जाता है क्योंकि तू देख जो लास्ट टाइम उसने करवाया था उसमें मीडियम में भी 2 ही लिखा है और सेकंड वन जो वो हमको करना है मीडियम उसमें 3 लिखा है, सो ये थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाता है।
Yeah. Hmm. I think if we will get to know, like, if it is handy, we will, start getting on this one. So we will get to know, like, what to write, P1, P2, P3, like,
You are right.
For the interview, like, we can explain interviewer, like, P1, P2, we can do it according to
Yeah.
severity level. Yeah. So we can explain them like this, if in case they want it.
देखो अभी
So,
इंटरव्यू
yeah. So, Harsh, did you get the idea of that form? What Yami
Fully,
said? Huh?
fully.
फुल्ली ये जल्दी फ्लेवर बनता है यार, जल्दी समझ जाता है।
No, we
नहीं
are clever as well. Yamini, what do you mean?
हर्ट हो
Yamini,
गया है राजश्री कहीं को
स्लोली स्लोली हम भी सीख जाते
no, no. Yamini, we are clever as well.
हैं फ्लेवर एज वेल।
Yeah.
हमें क्या बोला था हमने, पॉजिटिव रहना है।
Yeah, we'll get job. Don't worry.
डेफिनेटली वी विल गेट द जॉब।
Yeah.
when is the question
We will get it soon, right? Like,
इवन
as
यूनिवर्स एज वेल।
Harsh will get it, right? He's smartest one.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Harsh,
nothing to do with the smartest and not. It's
yeah,
just
it is.
it's just some things I know because we are more young and we are using computers and
What do you
everything.
mean young? Oh my god, Yamini! What is it? This is offending
हम
again.
हम इतने भी एजेड नहीं हो गए.
नहीं
Is he
तो
bad?
भी
हम अभी अभी 30+ की कॉलम में ही अभी ओवर नहीं हुए, 40+ नहीं हुए हम अभी.
Yamini, can you call Bharat? Is it the time to go back?
आई
To
थिंक क्या पता हमको.
Yamini, what is your age?
वाई
guys, this is a personal question, guys.
को ये क्वेश्चन नहीं कर सकते.
This is
क्यों
meeting. You should not be
अभी
asking
तुम लोग
personal
ने
questions.
स्टार्ट किया, you only started.
Harsh, give Yamini personal call. Don't discuss here. This is a professional meeting.
हाय हाय.
हाँ Yamini,
हाँ
what's your age?
सॉरी. ये सब रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है. हाँ हर्ष.
तो उसमें
Oh
क्या
shit.
होगा?
Oh, shit.
पर ब्रेक में तो यही बातें होती है ना, और क्या?
ये देख अभी क्या पता भरत हमको सुन भी रहा हो.
बट ब्रेक में तो यही होता है ना.
तो
हाँ ये थोड़ी ना होता है.
Bharat is back.
ब्रेक खत्म हो.
बैक.
I just came. I hope you have completed the assignment. So, so Rashi, may I ask something to Harsh now?
Yeah.
Okay, what how to investigate the incident means.
Yeah, he
You
said
should
he
ask
wanted
her
to.
only, bhai.
No,
You should
wait,
ask her, then
Harsh.
you get to know like
No,
she
Harsh.
taught us well or not.
No, Harsh, you answer it.
Now this is the question.
Harsh.
Students are good, but now this is the question if the teachers are good or not. So you
No,
have to ask her.
wait, Harsh, you need to answer him first, right? Then you will get to know. Results shows like, when you go to school, GCSE result shows that how well are the teachers.
No,
Right?
it's some, but you are only not confident.
What? Harsh, why
How
you
the
are
student would
offending?
be?
Harsh, why you are offending me here?
No one is offending anyone.
Give him answer, come on.
Ask
It
why.
means
Bharat, ask Harsh.
yes. I'm
And
asking.
he said I'm ready to give him answer. Don't worry. Yes, Raj.
Yeah, if I know, I would definitely do it. If not, then definitely there would be some fault.
No, he wants to listen you now. So please go ahead.
Okay, let me open that report first. Where it is?
Harsh, purposely don't,
Why
don't.
would I do?
See, I want to share all this information with you, but I want to see your efforts, right? Okay, where it is? Daily reports. Yes. So, Harsh, what is the priority of the incident?
Priority of the incident.
Yes. P1, P2, P3, P4.
They were still, I'll just mention they were discussing something, but they didn't come to a conclusion or
Harsh,
something.
you need to
You,
answer.
you
I
guys
told
mentioned you'll ask Bharat about this. Last you were discussing about this P1, P2
Harsh,
and everything.
yeah, I told you P1 is like high severity and P3 is like moderate.
Moderate. Yeah.
But
See,
no,
I want to let you something here. How to decide P1? You cannot add P1 all the time whenever you see the high severity incident.
okay.
Right? P1 is only mentioned only time when you see that there is a real compromise attack has happened. A real attack is happened on your environment, and then only you can add the P1. Right? Unnecessary if you add the P1, right? And if you send the email to client, right? All will get panic.
Okay, you mean that should be like true positive.
Yes, exactly. If it is true positive, then only you can add P1, right? So now, if you look into that incident, right? What was that incident? Malicious email, right? let me look into the view full details, right? Let me go to alerts, right? See why I'm going here, not going over here, right? Right here, I can see the source of source of the incident, right? Not from here. I will see the logic behind that, but not the source. So for that purpose, I'll go to this. I'll click on this alert, right? Here you can see that it's a security alert, right?
Bharat, we can't see
We
you
can't
on your screen.
Oh, oops, sorry. It's your screen shared, na?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it is false positive incident. All right.
Right. So I'm working on this, right? So in what scenario you can add P1, P2, P3, right? So what I'll do, I'll just click on, yes, which incident we are working on right now. It's an email mailbox. Na? I'll
Yeah.
click on view full details, right? And we'll go to alerts, right? I'm clicking on this alert, not this one, right? I'll click on this. Here I'll find the source of the, means data source, right? Here I will find the logic behind that particular event, right? So I want to see the source, means from which table the incident is coming, right? So it's a security in alert, right? You get to know about that. It's a security alert. Now see what it is saying that yeah, malicious inbox rule affected user ADLV, right? This was the user which was affected. What the description says, let me expand this, right? Description says that the detects creation of suspicious inbox rule which attempts to delete or junk any warning about compromised email sent to user mailbox, right? What is the, it's a provider name is ASI, vendor name is Microsoft, and incident start time 10 time and processing time, right? And what is the extended properties contains, extended property contains the information about the analytic rules, right? So that we don't require at the moment, right? So what are the entities? Entities is, this is the account. See, if you see, whenever you look into the entities, right? If you find any sorry username, the type is also mentioned at the end. If it is a file, it will file hash, right? So it will the type contains the hash, right? If it is an exe file, right? So it contains the executable file. Like that, it is type will be mentioned over here. If it is IP address, and here then in type it will show you the IP, right? Okay, so what it says that the detection, so right, okay, as your Sentinel, right? Status is new, tactical, right? Here it doesn't shows that it is an compromise event, right? Detects creation of suspicious rule which attempts to delete, right? Attempts to delete or junk anyway warning about the compromised email, right? But it is not a true positive incident. It is an attempt, not successful, right? So that's why I will put here as a P2. Right? Harsh?
Yes,
Hello?
but
Yeah. In some incident, you will find that is incident yes or true. At that time, you can put it as a P1, right? So here reported by, we are working in SOC team, so I'm typing it as a whole SOC team. Or you can write your own name also, right? Here you can write today's date, right? So I will mention at right. What is the title? Harsh.
Title security analyst.
No. Here you need to write the title of this incident.
Okay.
From where you will you get this incident title?
Then
Yes. See, it is there.
malicious.
On the top.
It was the same one which I copied earlier, right? So I'll
Okay.
copy that. Incident number. What is the incident number?
Harsh, I told you this one.
This is mentioned, nah? The
3.
Okay, 3.
Harsh, I told you. Harsh, speak.
yeah, I'm just
Is it 3?
yeah, incident number 3.
Right.
Yeah, the severity one. Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yes, Rachi. Yes.
Okay, what should I mention over here? Creation date and time.
Is already
Where it is mentioned in that.
in a right
Where it is there?
See, there is the last update time
Yes,
and the creation
you
time.
can copy both the times,
Both.
right?
Yes, Rajshri?
Yeah, Harsh.
I'm doing good.
Okay,
Yeah. Thanks.
right. Incident type?
Incident type, malicious.
No.
No.
Here yes. Here we can from which source it is coming? It is coming from security alert.
Security
So
alert.
you can take this security alert as a type,
Okay.
right? Right. So I'm typing it as a security alert, right? Incident location. Location is there or not?
Mm, mhm.
Location is there or not?
Incident workbook. No.
Mm, Let me go to this. In location information, you will find it just above or below the entity portion,
Okay.
right? But it doesn't contain the location, right? So let's
Yeah, it doesn't contain any
yeah.
information.
So you
Wow.
can type it as not available, right?
Not available.
What is the client? Suppose, for example, any company name like ABC company.
AWS.
So let's prepare for AWS, right? Oh yeah. Okay. What is the IP?
It's mentioned in the screen. If you just
Where it is?
when we
Entity.
Entity. Entity.
and they also showed me like on the first tab, like on the main page also of the incident or that information it's mentioned. If we go back one more time,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah,
So
they
for
showed me
this
somewhere here.
yeah, so for this one, I think we didn't get this one, but for high, if we click on high, then it shows on the first.
Page
Okay.
on.
Okay. Let's try to find out the IP address for this incident, right? Okay. So what I'll do, we have the username.
yes.
Yes. Who is the username?
Is Edelvi.
Adelvi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me copy the username from entity. Yeah. These are the security logs, security alerts,
Hmm.
right? I'll open it in new tab. Okay. You can use multiple tabs, right? You don't worry about that. Well, or anything happens, you can use multiple tabs, whatever you want to do. Like, so I will go to incident. Okay, let me change the time frame. See, there is a one incident from in of high severity. Okay, okay, 1st of the September. Okay, till date. Okay, this was the incident. Let me click on this. alerts. I got the username correct.
Yes.
What I'll do, I will type it as the security alerts. It will prompt you whenever you type something, right? So if you type keyword, if you find that I want the information that you are looking for, you get it. You just uh, will, press down your this keys, arrow keys, security alert, right? And last 7 days, I'll take it as run. No, it's not showing. Let me change the custom time range as okay. Run. Okay, fine. So this was the incident, correct?
Yeah.
Hmm. This was the user, right?
Yes.
I got the username, right?
Mm.
So what I can sign in logs will generate something or not? Custom time range. What is the field name for username email ID? The alternate sign-in name, right? Pipe symbol is compulsory, right? Where alternate sign-in name contains the username, right? So I have one doubt, right? I got the username, right? But I'm not getting the sign-in logs of this user. Why? Why? Any reason behind this?
Because we can't find the location.
No, no. This should come to your mind earlier. Why I'm not getting the sign-in logs of this user?
Because severity is medium.
No, it doesn't have any context with it doesn't have any context with severity.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I'm asking you. Read the incident. Malicious inbox rule affected user ADLV, right?
Yeah.
Means that what it is saying that it is not doing any kind of sign in.
Bharat, I think there is in the description box detects creation of suspicious inbox rule which attempt to delete or junk any warnings
There
about.
is yes, so there is no traces of sign in logs over here, right?
Yes.
It just an email is coming to that particular user, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, if you are wasting time behind finding the sign in logs, it would be a waste of time,
Mm-hmm.
right? So in that case, you don't have to find out IP address because it is coming into its email, right? So we don't
Yes.
have to provide anything over here.
So in a IP address, we just send his like a user name.
No, NA, not available. IP address we don't have,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
We don't have IP address, so we don't have ports.
Hmm.
Host name. What I should write in host name?
Host. Mm.
Harsh.
Host name. We are the host or not?
We are not the host.
The company's name.
No.
I think
Sentinel.
Adele.
Edelv. Edelv is the host.
Yes.
which was affected by this,
Mm-hmm.
right? So source name, username will also be the same, right?
Yes.
Destination host name is NA. We don't have to mention anything.
Guys, you have to be more interactive. You were there in the last class.
But you
Right.
got the recording as well, Harsh.
No, I didn't see it. Didn't go through it.
Fine, guys.
Me, I never watched recording when I'm learning on class, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't ask for this when you're paying attention.
Right. Once class is finished, no one watched the recording, right? That's why I was insisting in the beginning of the classes itself, right? Don't train your mind in such a way that we have recordings and we'll watch it later on. It's 2 hours of lecture. No one used to listen that those things, right?
True, bhai.
True. In your case, it's not true, Harsh. You have to watch that,
Well, yes, bhai.
right? So now source. What is the source of this log?
Source. There was this security alert or something you mentioned there. I remember.
It is on the first page of the incident. Come on fast. Now the time is like
You only tell by this time because I haven't.
array, it's on the first page of the incident. See here it is already
Microsoft
mentioned.
Sentinel.
Microsoft Sentinel is the product name,
Yeah, Microsoft Sentinel.
right? How
Yes.
many hosts were affected?
Only one.
One. Severity?
Medium.
Medium. Total number of event count?
One.
No one.
No.
There are more events. If you look into
Three
that.
events were there, I guess.
Five.
No, five.
Five.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
No remote activities were found, right?
Only three were mentioned, na there. High, medium, or am I wrong?
No,
Like,
no,
These
number
are
of
the severity, Harsh. If you look here, see here, 5 alerts and 5 events you
oh,
have,
okay, I understood. Yeah, yeah.
right? Remote activity were not captured, right? So incident description, just copy it from here and paste it over there. What is the assessment?
Assessment analysis is how we are going to mitigate it and
No, no,
resolve it.
no, no. Suppose, for example, and your user is affected by this incident.
Hmm.
What are the impact? You have to mention this.
like
Okay.
it is medium severity or like how
Means
many alerts are
what
triggered.
was means what
Oh,
was
what
what
affected by this?
no what's the incident all about?
How many time person is
Yes.
in
How
Like
many alerts were triggered,
and
right?
how
IP address was there or not, or which attempted to log in. You need to give
and
IP address. If
time
not,
get the login.
Yes, please go ahead.
yeah. So if in like we can write it like we have detected this incident with the medium severity, which have generated 5 alerts were triggered, out of which four were like failed attempts or
Hmm.
success attempts, and account user affected by this incident was somewhere abc at the rate gmail.com, and
Hmm.
we also detected like IP address which attempted to sign in, like this. We can write a analysis. I think so.
Right, exactly right. So we can write over here that Ratri mentioned like that we have detected.
An incident.
Hmm.
So, okay. we have detected an alert with malicious, what was that? Malicious inbox rule.
Inbox rule.
Inbox rule with count 5, right? Or 5 alerts generated, right?
Yeah.
Which says that which conveys that cyber criminal. See, I'm on your own, right? Own words. Cyber criminals create hidden or suspicious created suspicious email rules within users email account, right?
Or you can search in a Google as well, Bharat.
Yes, we can do that also.
Yeah.
These rules manipulates email behavior which can lead to data theft. Okay, that's it. Okay, right? What is the impact? As assessment says that it can which says that which can be data theft which may lead to exposure of sensitive information or critical information of the organization, right? That's enough. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Is it true? See, it says that 5 count and cyber criminal is a suspicious email and which this can lead to data theft, right? So assessment says that as it's a data theft which may lead to exposure of critical information of the data, right? What are the immediate actions for this incident?
Harsh, I told you this.
Immediate actions.
Yeah.
Did we discuss
Yeah.
immediate actions? Immediate actions.
Remediation steps, basically, I told you. Implement MFA.
Yeah, multi-factor authentications and other
Strong password policies. Yeah.
password policies. Yeah.
See, these all every time all the mitigation steps cannot be the same,
Yeah.
Rashri, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, these MFA strong password policies are related to logins,
Logins, yeah,
right?
basics one.
It's regarding malicious inbox rules, right?
Mm.
So I just what I can say, just type some mitigation steps.
Yeah.
You write it, few steps are right, right?
Mm.
I'm not saying that you are totally wrong. Implementation of MFA and strong password policy is correct, right? But not
It helps implement.
always the same,
Yeah.
right? So what can be the immediate actions? Means what, in order to prevent this incident,
Report and blocking.
report and
And
block. To,
Yes or no?
to whom will you block it?
No, the which we are getting these kinds of.
See, Adelvi is the user of your company, right?
Okay.
Right. So if there is something suspicious activities happening, right?
mm.
See, in your friend circle, right? In your friends group, right? All are of the same mentality, and one is always opposing to all of them. What you will do with them?
Block him.
You just keep it aside,
Yeah.
right? So what you can do in this scenario, you can just disconnect the user from the network, right?
Hmm.
Temporarily, right? So first step is the uh,
Block.
Not allowing access.
isolate. I proper
Isolated.
word is I
Isolate.
isolate, right?
True.
Isolate
Device.
user.
બરાબર છે.
Isolate the user, right? Next thing is
Reset password and usernames.
reset password and username,
Nice one, Yamini. Nice one.
right? If you are isolating the user, the next step is to reset password and right, and also implement MFA.
Nice one, Rajshri.
Also implement MFA, right? Next thing,
Can we, Bharat, can we do, put this one, what you call, install
Virus.
antivirus or scan?
um,
Anti-scan.
But it only helps for the minor ones, I guess. It doesn't
yes.
proper. If I'm
See, if you are if the incident is related to malicious
Mm.
inbox rule, right? So you can disable the malicious rule,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
right?
What-
Disable the malicious rule.
Yeah, what I can recall from that phishing attack and everything is like, you can do patch systems or restore
Exactly.
system
But
or,
patch, see, here it's not related to any kind of software update or
hmm.
right. So patch system will not affect, will not be proper, right?
Hmm.
So, and fourth one is the security awareness to the
Hmm.
for the user.
Mm-hmm.
Create security awareness to the users, right? That's it. Don't give much remediation steps to the team, right? Plan recommendation, right? What can be the plan recommendation after implementation of these steps? What you suggest means
Yeah, follow the remediation. Sorry.
steps.
Yeah, remediation steps and
Follow
follow the remediation steps and
steps. Okay.
hmm,
Now regular monitoring of the user activity.
yes.
auditing regular
This
mode.
this can be a universal. You can write it any kind of incident.
And yeah. Mm-hmm.
General.
whether it is in terms of IP address or in terms of user account, anything, right? Okay, anything else?
I don't think so, because these are the general ones and we can't do anything else apart from checking, like as regularly monitoring and try
Right,
to prevent it happening.
right. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Regarding these reports, this report needs to be sent to the client once you
Run it.
trigger this alert, right? If it is medium severity, it should be sent to the client within 1 hour,
Half an
right?
hour.
If it is an no, it's 1 hour, right? Half an hour is for the critical high severity one,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
1 hour for medium severity, 2 hours for low, and 4 hours for informational, right? So this is how we prepare the report, right? And we send it to the
So,
client.
well, I have a question related to high and medium severity. If, say, suppose if the incident severity is high and we need to provide a solution within like half an hour because it's critical, it need attention, right?
Mhm.
So, but we don't have necessary services installed, like you mentioned, SAP
See,
wasn't
see
installed.
in
So,
see in that case, how you decide that it
yeah.
needs to be uh, put on high priority, right? So at that time, you need to check on the tactics and techniques of the incident, right?
Hmm.
Show you where the incident is. Yes. See here, if you can see that tactics and techniques, right? Defamation and evasion and persistence, right? Right. Defense evasion, right? Let me search on the Google what is all about defense evasion, right? Let me ask the chat GPT itself. Defense. See, try to use the chat GPT on regular basis, right? I'm so showing you the shortcuts.
Cloud AI, it's very good.
Yes, it's very good. See, I just typed that incident name, right? Malicious rule inbox affected by this. Explain the analysis, right? So see how nicely it explained me what about the incident, right? How analysis processed, right? What
Hmm.
are the mitigation steps,
As you.
right? And what are the preventive measures?
Mm.
You just have to copy this. But yes, once before copying and pasting it to the that report, read out everything. It hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes,
Yes.
right? So what was the defense evasion, right? Defense evasion is a technique used by cyber attackers, right? It means it's a suspicious attack, suspicious technique to avoid detection by security system. Means if you want to bypass the security systems, attackers use this technique called defense evasion, right? Means it will bypass the antivirus software or IDS, IPS, right? The goal is to allow the attacker to maintain the foothold within the compromised environment, right? Without being discovered, thus prolonging their access to the systems and network, right? Means if you look into this, yeah, defense evasion is 0 and persistence is also 0. It means it's not the suspicious activity is not so critical, right? But if you see that there is a count over here, right, on this incident, if you see some count, right, you have to notify to the user on immediate basis, and explaining that the technique in assessment you can you can also add this point. The technique used by the attacker is defense evasion, and the attempts were the number of attempts over here. and you can put some description of this defense evasion from here, like it's an cyber attackers take use this technique to bypass the security systems, and its goal of the attacker to maintain foothold within the compromised environment without being noticed or discovered, right? You don't have to put everything, right? So these type of information will help you to prepare some reports like assessment analysis. What are let's see, like just type impacts of defense evasion, right? Impacts defense evasion. So you can add these points in in your report, impact and assessment, impact section, impact and assessment, right? You don't have to take all the points, right? You just take the important points, right? Defense attacker can remain inside the network for longer period without noticing, right? You can add this defense technique used by the fileless malware, right? Make this difficult to traditional detection mechanism when it is the sensitive data being stolen, right? 2 3 points you mentioned, that's enough for the client to work on that, right? Correct.
Yes, bhai.
So your task is to work on this incident.
Okay.
Which one?
Which one?
This high severity one was there.
The high and the third.
Solarigate network beacon,
Okay.
right? Also you also use this what I can say, also check this IP address whether it is malicious or not with the help of virus total, right? And add this information in your report, right?
Okay, bhai.
Right.
Okay.
These are the techniques that I'm showing you, means how you investigate the incident, how different type of incident will be there in your environment, right? And I will give you some incidents which are not in the environment, but you have to prepare the document like this, means what are the yes, this section you have to create it for the incident that I will give you for the assignment. You have to find out the title of the incident, you have to find out what are the description, what can be the assessment, what can be the impact, what are the immediate actions for that particular incident, and what are the plan recommendations, right? And please submit that report, that incident report for the high severity incident as soon as possible, right? Is it clear?
Yes, bhai.
Yeah. Okay, if you have any doubt, please let me know, right? We can discuss it right now, or if you do it later on, then also you are free to reach out to me.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yamini, do we have this copy, right? This table, I think we have it.
Yeah, we have. If you
Yes,
don't have,
and one another task for you, prepare the list of table. From where you will get the table list, right? You go to, see, this is spoon feeding I am doing with you right now, right? Every time I will not show you. This is go to logs, right? Here you can say that, see that log management, these are the list of table. Microsoft Sentinel, these are the list of table. Security audit, these are the list of table. Custom logs, these are the, right?
mm,
So take one table, for example, sign in logs, right? Find out all the columns, right? All the columns and prepare in the form of tabular form, like this, which I shown you, right?
mm.
Okay, so that's all for the today's session, right? If you find any doubt or any query, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining the session. If you are, Rajshri, you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
I'll message. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So thank you for joining the call today. Right. We'll get back to you on the doubt clarification session on Saturday. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you
Much
so much. Thank
everyone.
you,
Yeah.
Bye.
everybody.
Take
Bye.
care.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.